People have dubbed this mystery disease or illness or whatever it is that has smitten Glenorchy as the mystery of the suburb. They don't know where it originates. Some think it may be here in the water supply. Whatever it is, the exact source is being investigated. They do know, however, the symptoms, because the thousands of people that have been smitten with this disease all have the same: sore throat, very bad hoarseness, acute anxiety, and the ability to see through only one eye. However, medical men I spoke to today predict that it will be cleared up in the majority of cases within 24 hours. But still, the search for the source goes on for this annual disease. At first glance, Glenorchy looks relatively normal, with little sign of a fever of epidemic proportions. But on closer examination, the signs are there all right, signs that have changed a goodly proportion of the population, black and white. Most of them are unaware of the change. Many, in fact, are proud to be in their current state. What is with people at this time of year? Is it that big time out here?
Well, I think everybody's so wrapped in football and they just want Glenorchy to win. Well, we do.
And that's your prediction?
Yeah, we do, yes.
So, the secret is out. Glenorchy is wrapped up in football fever. And as far as they're concerned, the only victims will be the Sandy Bay seagulls. And a seagull is hardly made welcome in magpie territory. Now listen, what's all this black and white for?
No, we're back for Glenorchy tomorrow.
Well, I guess you're in the right place. I feel a bit out of order out here.
Place. You're living very dangerous here.
Oh, what? Do you think somebody might take me on?
No, there's all, it's possible.
What's all this football fever about?
We think that Glenorchy this time can do it, so we'll try hard to stop Sandy Bay making a record.
Now listen, you haven't won since 1975.
Tomorrow we'll see the difference.
How long have you been following the code?
Glenorchy?
Yeah.
For 50-odd years.
Well, you're just about due for a win.
Yeah. Oh, great.
You're in the wrong territory, I'm afraid.
There is a lot of football fever out here then.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's been really good this year.
We've had Peter Hudson out here this morning and
TV26.
signed all these balloons and we've been handing them out.
And you're going to be at the match tomorrow?
Oh, I reckon so, yeah.
Yes.
This man is responsible for a good proportion of the football fever that's smitten Glenorchy. The day before the big one, Peter Hudson believes his side can humble the Seagulls once and for all.
I would say that the people of Glenorchy are very keen. I think particularly after the second semi-final when we beat Sandy Bay, we were well and truly, well, Sandy Bay were well and truly the favourites and we beat them, and I think this has created a lot of interest in the grand final. So Sandy Bay beat Glenorchy, then Glenorchy beat Sandy Bay, so it's an even go over the season they've beaten us 4 times and we beat them in the second semi-final, of course, which was so important for us to get into the grand final. And I think that this has generated a lot of interest because, quite honestly, not too many people thought that we would win the second semi-final. You won the premiership in 1975 when you coached Glenorchy. You think you can do it again? Well, I think we can because of what happened a fortnight ago. We were a bit shaky up until then, but to particularly our younger players, it proved that we can win. We can beat Sandy Bay. And I think this did a lot for them, for their ego and for their attitude towards the grand final. And I'd say that at training this week, everybody was in a terrific frame of mind, realising that we can beat Sandy Bay if we play to the best of our ability. Seagulls, seagulls, that's our name. We're the boys that play the game. The Tigers, the Robins, we're gazing men too. The Eagles, the Magpies, and even the Blues. So come on, win or lose. It matters not to the white and blues. Seagulls, seagulls, flying high, may their spirit never die. Within 24 hours, it will all be over. Then all of Tasmania will know if the seagulls will chirp their victory song or eat humble magpie.